Hello friends, in this video we will discuss how to record the transaction of business, basic transactions of business and creation of company, ledger creation and group selection and reports of the company information stored in the tally. So just let's start with creation of company. Just press Alt F3 to create the company from your keyboard. Alt F3 you have to press, you will see company info will be on your screen. Then click on this option create company and then enter the information of the company here, like name of company Raj Trading Company, mailing name, address, enter the address here like this. And select the country, India, select the state, Punjab, like Punjab, enter the pin code, like 147001, enter the phone number of the company or business, you have enter here, enter the mobile number of any person of the company, enter the fax number if the company has available, enter the fax number, enter the email ID of the company if the company has created the email ID on the internet. Then if company has created any website on the internet, you can enter the name of website here. Then enter the financial year beginning from 1st April 2019 and books beginning from 1st April 2019, and then no other information is required and just you have to enter and save the company. Just accept, press yes, Y, or for not creating the company press no, and then your press enter. Company is created, you can see that highlighted in the bold Raj Trading Company, and then use the escape button to come back from this menu. And now we are in gateway of tally, and then we have to create the accounts ledger of the company. To create the ledger of company, go in master accounting info and then click on this option ledgers, and then create one by one. If you want to create single ledger, or click here this option create, and if you want to create the multiple ledger in one time, click on this option create. We have to create the single ledger, click on this option and enter the name of ledger you want to create, like sale account, and under select the group of the ledger. From here there are many groups, I will tell you one by one. Just we will go in this video. In next you will select the one group from here which is related to this ledger, like sale account related with the this option sale. Then select the option sale from here. So sale account, sale ledger will be created under the group of list of sale accounts. Then select under sale account and then enter. After selecting this group, then enter the another ledger. You will have to create all the ledger from here. Select the, if you want to create the purchase account, select the purchase group like this, select the purchase group. So all groups you will understand in this video which account will be created in which group. I think you understand what I am saying. Then after creating all the ledgers, we will come back from this ledger creation options and then again back, and then if you want to create entries, I mean to say if you want to record the transactions entries, then go in the accounting vouchers to record the entries of the business. Just we will start from recording the entry from this first entry, cash introduced by Ratan Tata 5 lakh. So it's a first entry, cash introduced by Ratan Tata 5 lakh. We will pass the entry cash account debit and Ratan Tata, the businessman, has introduced the capital. So capital account will be credited. So this entry will be recorded in the receipt voucher. You know that any cash debited in the accounting or bank account is debited, all that entries are recorded in the receipt voucher. To record the entry in the receipt voucher, click F6 from your keyboard, or you can click on this button F6 and then enter the name of, if cash is received, like cash account, which is automatically created by the Tally when you will create the company cash account and P&L account. All both accounts created by Tally automatically. You select this account, cash account, from here, and then capital account, but I have not created the capital account, so just create the capital account. To create the capital account, use shortcut key Alt C. Use the shortcut key Alt C to create the capital account. You can create any ledger in voucher entries by pressing Alt F C. Enter the capital account here and then select here the capital, like this. Capital from here means group. So after that you can enter the further information here, the name of the businessman, the address of the businessman, country of the businessman, state, pin code, and bank detail. If you want to enter the bank detail of businessman, his personal detail of bank or bank detail of the businessman, you can enter here, or you can enter the PAN number of the businessman also here to enter the more detail in this ledger, and enter the amount rupees 5 lakh introduced by the businessman in the business, and then you can enter here the narration, what has happened in these transactions. So we will enter cash introduced by Ratan Tata. So you can enter the information in narration what have and happened in this receipt entry. So I think you understand how to record the entry in this voucher. And next entry is cash deposited in SBI Bank. So businessman deposited the cash into the bank. Entry will be SBI bank account debit to cash account, and this entry will be recorded in contra voucher. When in entry both cash and bank involved, one account is debit, means cash account is credit, bank account is debit, or cash account is debit, bank account is credit, that entry will be recorded in the contra voucher. So if the entry related with the cash and bank both are involved in the entry, that entry will be recorded in contra voucher. Use shortcut key F4 and enter the debit account here, means SBI bank account. So I have to create this account. Click Alt C button from your keyboard or press and enter the name of bank, SBI bank. Any bank in which I have deposited money, enter the name of that bank here and select bank account from here, and you can enter the bank detail also here, like account number of your bank, IFS code of the bank, bank name, branch where your bank is situated, enter the branch here. So that information, name of bank, address of bank, country, state, pin code of your state can be entered here in this ledger creation of SBI bank, and then enter the cash here and enter the amount 4 lakh is deposited into the bank. So this is the way to record the contra entry. Enter the debit account in account, and in particular enter the credit account cash. If cash debit, enter in the account column, and if bank is credit, entered in the particular column. So I think you understand what I am saying. And then here you can enter the detail of SBI bank. You can see that you can enter the denomination, the amount deposited in bank, how much amount of 2000 deposited in bank, like 100 notes of 2000 deposited, 200 note of 100 deposited into bank. So you can enter like this and enter the name of bank where you have deposited the money, like SBI bank. Select from here specific bank name, SBI bank. You can enter here, and you can again enter the narration, cash deposited into bank. I think you understand how the entry will be recorded in this voucher. So next entry is purchase furniture for cash 20,000. So entry will be purchase account debit to cash account, and when the cash is credited, that entry will be recorded in the payment voucher. when cash is credit or bank is credit, use the shortcut key in Tally F5 to record that entry of payment voucher. Enter the payment by if cash credit, enter here in this account cash. If payment is made by bank, select the bank name from here. So I make the payment by cash, enter the cash and create the purchase account. That is already created, no need to create it. Select the purchase account which is already created by me and enter the amount here 20,000. Enter the amount here 20,000. So I have purchased the goods for cash 20,000. So record the entry in payment voucher, and you can also record that entry in payment voucher also, and you can record in the purchase voucher. You can use the shortcut key F9. So enter here payment of purchase, cash paid for purchase of goods. So I think you understand how to record the entry of purchase. You can record that entry in payment voucher and you can also record that entry in purchase voucher using the F9. I think you understand. And next entry is purchase goods. Purchase building on credit 4 lakh from Raj Builders. On credit, entry will be building account debit to Raj Builders, and that entry will be recorded in the journal voucher. Any entry in which no cash receipt, no cash payment, no sale of goods, no purchase of goods. You have to learn and understand. In sale, only goods sold recorded. In purchase, only goods purchase is recorded. And if any asset purchase on credit, asset sold on credit, any entry which is not related with just sale, purchase, receipt, payment, contra, that entry will be recorded in journal voucher. So here we will create the account of building account, that will be goes in fixed asset, recorded in fixed assets. I think you understand. And enter the amount of purchase of 4 lakh building. To create the account of the Raj Builders from whom we have purchased this building. So under the current liability, you can use the current liability because this is our liability. I have to make that payment to this Raj Builder in future. You can enter the detail of this Raj Builder here, name, address, country, state, pin code. You can enter PAN number here. So I think you understand, and enter the detail of this entry here, purchase building on credit from Raj Builders. So I think you understand how this entry is recorded. Purchase goods, next entry 40,000 payment made by check. Now we have again purchased the goods. That entry will be recorded in payment voucher because the payment is made by the check. You can record that entry of purchase of goods in payment voucher also, or you can record in purchase voucher also. Now in this entry we will follow this purchase voucher. Enter the voucher number or bill number. You can say supplier bill number when we will purchase the goods. That supplier will deliver you the bill, and that will contain the invoice number and invoice date, the date which is contained on the bill. You can enter here. Then the party name, select here. If you have make the payment by cash, you can select the cash, and if our business have make the payment by bank, you can select the bank. In this entry we have made the payment by bank, select here bank, and you can enter the supplier detail here. Supplier detail, name of the supplier means Mohan Lal, from where we have to purchase good, his address, state, and sale tax number if available you can enter here. And before entering this entry, select here accounting invoice, because we are not following the item detail inventory system, we are not following in this video. So select here the accounting invoice before recording entry in the purchase voucher. I think you understand. And enter here the purchase account and then enter the amount of 40,000. I think you understand. So entry will be purchase account debit, SBI bank credit, enter the name of bank in party name and in particular enter the purchase account, enter the amount, and if payment is made by, select here the payment is made by if check, you can select the transaction type check, and if payment is made by any electronic media, e-fund transfer means RTGS, NEFT. I have made another video for this purpose, NEFT payment, RTGS payment, you can see that my video. And if you have made any other way of payment, any other way of banking transaction, you can select other. So I think I select this option, check made by payment made by check, and enter the check number. You can enter the check number here and select the date entered on the, or you can enter the date on the check here and then enter the narration payment of goods by check. I think you understand. So next entry is sold goods for cash. Sold goods for cash 15,000. Now we have make the goods which are purchased by us, now sold by us, and this entry will be recorded in a receipt voucher also. The entry will be cash account debit, sale account credit, or that entry can be recorded in receipt voucher also, or sale. I will record this entry in sale voucher. Select the sale voucher, use option F8, or enter the bill number. You can enter the bill number here and select here payment made by received by cash or by SBI bank. You can select here. I think payment received by cash we will select here, or you can enter how you deliver these goods, dispatch these goods, delivery note number, dispatch number, dispatch through by car, by scooter, destination where the goods is delivered, that place can be entered here, order number, mode of payment by cash, by check, the party will make the payment by check or by cash, other reference if any, terms of delivery, and enter the buyer detail, buyer name to whom we have sold the goods, address, state, and sale tax number, and then select here sale account which is already created by us, so no need to create. Select the sale account which is already created, so enter the amount here 15,000 and narration sold goods for cash. I think you understand. And next entry is purchase goods on credit from Mohanlal 1 lakh. So when the goods is purchased on credit, then entry will be recorded in purchase voucher. Use the option F9. Entry will be purchase account debit, and the party from whom we have purchased the good, that party will be credited, Mohanlal will be credited, and enter the invoice number of the bill and enter the date here. Select the party or create the party. The name of the party is Mohanlal from whom we have purchased the goods. Enter Mohanlal and sundry creditor. The party from whom we purchased the goods, that is under the group sundry creditor, that is called sundry creditor, and you can enter the detail of that creditor here in this part of the ledger. So I think you understand. And other information, other reference, if you want to enter here, you can enter and select the purchase account. We have purchased that goods from Mr. Mohanlal. I think you understand and you got my point. And you can enter the bill number. If you want to maintain that entry bill by bill, you can enter the bill number here. Select the new reference when you will sell your or purchase your goods. When we will purchase the goods, select new reference and select the new reference, enter the bill number which is already entered, it will automatically select it, and enter the amount of purchase here, and you can maintain the entry bill by bill. Or if you want to maintain the bill by bill, one thing you have to remember, when you are creating the account of party, select here maintain bill by bill option. Yes, you will have to follow these two options. One is in ledger creation, maintain bill by bill option. Yes, that should be yes. And another option, while passing the entry in this purchase voucher, press F12 and select this option. Select this option. Use default for bill allocation, no. So this option should be no. Then you can enter the detail of bill. So this grayscale screen will be opened only when this option will be no. I think you understand. And then enter the amount. Yeah, you can enter the narration here and then save the entry. Next entry is sold goods by check. So goods are sold by check, entry will be bank account debit to sale account, and we will record that entry in receipt voucher. Use shortcut key F6 and enter the bank name SBI Bank, in which we will deposit the check. If we will deposit the check in SBI Bank, select that SBI Bank account, in which bank we will deposit that check which is received by us from our customer. So, and then select here the sale account which is already created, and then enter the amount here, that is 60,000. So this is the way to record the entry of receipt of sale, and that entry can also be recorded in sale voucher also. So select here the detail of bank transaction type. If we have received the payment by check, select a check or DD. DD means demand draft, or e-fund transfer or other way. Select the way of selecting the payment by bank. So enter the date which is on check and select the bank name entered on the check, like HDFC Bank. I assume HDFC Bank, the name of bank entered on the check. I think you understand. And the next entry is rent paid in cash. So it's a expense which is paid by our business. Entry will be rent account debit to cash account, and that entry will be recorded in payment voucher, because when the cash is credit, that entry will be recorded in payment voucher. Use the shortcut key F5 or select the cash payment and then create the rent account. Rent paid account will be created by us under the indirect expense. So there are two types of expenses in our business. So select the indirect expenses for group selection. All expenses of the business mostly covered in this indirect expenses group, like rent account, electricity, telephone charges, and many charges of the business, expenses of the business covered in this indirect expenses. I think you understand. And then enter the amount here, like 2000 payment made, rent 2000, and you can enter the narration rent paid in cash. I think you understand how to record that entry. Next entry is salary due to employees. Means the expense due but not paid. It's expense due but not paid, and any expense which is due but not paid, entry will be that expense which is due debit, salary account debit, and outstanding salary account will be credited. If rent due but not paid, rent account debit to outstanding rent account. Any expense which is due but not paid will be recorded in this way. So we will pass this entry in the journal voucher, because this entry not related to receipt voucher, payment voucher, contra voucher, sale voucher, purchase voucher, and that entry which is not related with these vouchers, all that entries will be recorded in the journal voucher. So create the account of salary. It is also expense of the business, indirect expense. So mostly expenses of the business are indirect, and enter the amount here 5,000. So create the account of outstanding salary account, and that account will be goes in current liability, because all the amount which are payable by our bank are our liabilities, or maybe a current liabilities, or maybe a long-term liabilities, but it is a short-term liabilities, and all the short-term liabilities are recorded in current liabilities. I think you understand. And you can enter the name of the person or detail of the person to whom we have to make this payment. Enter here and enter the narration salary due to employees. So I think you understand how to record this outstanding entry. Next entry is commission received in cash. So it's an income. When we will receive the commission in cash, cash account debit, and that commission can also be received by check, then bank account will be debit if received by check, and credit the income account. All incomes are credited according to our accounting. So that entry will be recorded in the receipt voucher. Enter the name, list of ledger cash, or create commission received account, commission received account under the head indirect income. All the incomes of the business like commission received, rent received, interest received, all the incomes which are not directly related with the business income. Main business income is sale of the business, and other incomes, small incomes which is earned by the business are covered under this indirect income head. Indirect income head. So I think you understand how this income account will be created, and enter the amount here. Commission received 1000. So I think you understand how to record this entry. And next entry is interest due from bank. Interest due from bank means interest receivable from bank, due but not received, like outstanding expenses due but not paid, and it's a income due but not received. Interest due from bank entry will be accrued interest. All the incomes which are due but not received called accrued incomes, and interest accrued will be debited, and credit the interest received account means income will be credited. So this entry will again recorded in journal voucher and create the account of accrued income account. I think you understand under the head indirect current assets. These are all the amount which are receivable by us, outstanding amount which are not received by our business, that covered under the current asset. That current asset cover the all short term amounts which are due from the customers. So I think you understand, and you can enter the detail of the customer here if you want to enter, and enter the amount 4000 and credit the interest received account. Indirect income. I think you understand how to record this entry. So this is the way to record the entry. And next entry is rent of bill paid in advance. Rent bill paid in advance 800. This is another entry, means expenses paid in advance. Any expenses of the business can be paid in advance, and entry will be prepaid expense will be debit. Any expense which is paid in advance means rent, maybe a salary, maybe a any other expenses, debit the prepaid expenses. If rent, prepaid rent. If salary, prepaid salary, and credit the expense account. So credit the rent account. So this entry will again recorded in the journal voucher. Create the prepaid account, prepaid rent account. So create the prepaid expense account, maybe a rent, maybe a salary, maybe any other telephone expenses, and under the current asset, all the expenses which is paid by us in advance covered under current assets, means prepaid expenses covered under current assets. I think you understand, and enter the amount here of that expense. Amount will be 800. So amount will be 800, and then create the rent account which is already created by us. So rent account means expenses account will be credited. If the salary is prepaid, salary account credit. If a telephone bill is prepaid, then telephone bill account is credit. Enter the narration here, rent paid in advance. So I think you understand. And next entry is commission received in advance, like rent paid, expense paid in advance, and similarly our business can receive the income in advance. So when the income received in advance, that entry also recorded in the journal voucher, and entry will be commission received, means that income which is received by us in advance will be debited and commission received in advance will be credited. So create the commission received in advance account. Any income which is received in advance will be created like this, and under the current liability, all the income which is received in advance are our liability and covered under current liability. I think you understand. And debit here the commission account. Debit the commission received means income received. The income which is received in advance will be debited. So commission received in advance will be debited, amount will be 3000, and credit the commission received in advance account. So I think you understand, and enter the narration here. Commission received in advance. I think you understand how to record this entry. And the next entry is a charge depreciation on building. You know that all the assets of the business are charged by the depreciation, like furniture, machinery, building. Any asset of the business will be covered under the depreciation, and when the depreciation is charged on that assets, enter the entry depreciation account debit, means if depreciation charge on building, depreciation on building account debit, and the asset on which that depreciation is charged will be credited, means building will be credited. So that entry again record in the journal voucher. Depreciation on building account debit. You can create also only a depreciation account, and only in one depreciation account all assets of the business depreciation can be entered, or you can create the separate depreciation of building, separate depreciation on furniture, separate, to maintain the record of the depreciation of each asset. So all these accounts can be created independently, or you can create the one account also. So depreciation on building goes in indirect expense. So I think you understand how this account will be created, and its group is indirect expense, and the amount is 9000, and credit the asset account. The asset is building, so building account which is not created, which is already created, I think already created, no need to create it. Building count is already created, and enter depreciation charge on building. So I think you understand how to record that entry. Next entry is sold goods on credit to Mukesh. So when the goods are sold on credit, that entry will be recorded in sale voucher or shortcut key F8. Entry will be Mukesh account debit to sale account, and enter the party name, it means Mukesh, which is not created. Create the account Mukesh account, and any person to whom goods are sold covered under the sundry debtor. So this will be covered under the sundry debtor. I think you understand. And then you can enter the here sale account. So select the sale account here, and amount is 15,000. I think you understand, the amount is 16,000, and you can enter the bill number here. Enter the bill number here. I think you understand, and enter here sold goods on credit to Mukesh. I think you understand. And then next one is cash received from Mukesh 10,000 and discount allow 500. So this entry is very important entry, cash received and discount allow. When the cash is received from the customer, entry will be cash account debit to Mukesh account, amount will be 10,000, and the other entry discount allow, that entry will be recorded in journal voucher. Discount allow means entry will be discount allow account debit to Mukesh. When our business will allow the discount, entry will be discount allow to Mukesh. That is our expense of the business discount when it is allowed to customer. So first we will record the entry in receipt voucher. Record here cash account will be debit and Mukesh account will be credit, amount will be 10,000. And when the payment is received, one thing is to be remembered, when the payment is received from customer to whom goods are sold, and this bill wise detail will be open, select from here adjust reference. When the goods are sold, select new reference. When the goods are purchased, select new reference. When the goods are Yeah, means after selling the goods, when the payment is received, select the adjust reference. When the payment is made, select the adjust reference and select the bill number against which we have received the payment, like 1500 bill number and 10,000 payment received. I think you understand, and enter the narration here. Received cash and bill number, you can enter the bill number here, 1500. So I think you understand. And then next entry is recorded in journal voucher, discount given to the Mukesh. Entry will be discount allowed account debit to Mukesh account, amount 500, and we will create this account, discount allowed account, under the indirect expense. That account will be created under the indirect expense. I think you understand. And the amount will be 500, and the Mukesh account will be created, and adjust the reference from here. I think you understand how to record that entry in journal voucher. So next entry, cash paid to Mohanlal 50,000, discount received in cash 1,000. So similar entry will be cash paid to Mohanlal will be debited and cash account will be credited with the amount 50,000, and that entry will be recorded in the payment voucher. So press F5 to record this entry, enter the amount, select the cash account and enter the amount of 50,000 in Mohanlal, means payment made to Mohanlal 50,000. You can see that 50,000 amount. And again similarly, when we receive the payment from customer, adjust from the bill. Similarly, adjust this payment from this bill, adjust reference. When purchase, go in new reference option, and when adjust, go in adjust reference option and select the bill whose payment is made by us. Select the bill payment from here, enter the amount 50,000, and that amount will be adjusted from the bill. So I think you understand. And type the narration, cash paid to Mohanlal. I think you understand how to enter this narration. And after that, discount received from Mohanlal, the entry will be Mohanlal account will be debited. Discount received is an income for our business. Discount received account will be credited, and that entry will be again recorded in journal voucher like discount allowed. So first of all, we will debit the Mohanlal account with 1,000 and credit the, and again adjust, before credit the discount received, adjust from, again adjust bill reference from where that discount will be adjusted. That is bill number 659596, amount 1,000 will be adjusted from this bill, and credit the discount received, which is not created by us. So again create this account, discount received account, under indirect income. It's an income of our business, like discount allow is a expense of our business and discount received is a income of our business, and amount 1,000 will be added, and narration, discount received from Mohanlal. I think you understand how this entry will be recorded. Next entry is sold furniture in cash and loss on sale of furniture 200. So when any asset sold and cash received, then cash account debit, and that asset which is sold by us will be credited, furniture account will be credited. And if the payment received by bank, then bank account will be debited, but in this entry the amount received by cash, so we will debit the cash account, and that entry will be recorded in the receipt voucher, and cash account will be debited, and credit the furniture account. Any asset which is sold by us will be credited, so that account is not created. We will create the furniture account, and that is our asset of the business, fixed asset. So I think you understand how this account will be created, and the amount is 1,000 with the sale value. In receipt voucher, entry will be recorded with the sale value, and narration you can type yourself, narration of this entry. And after that, the loss of Any loss on sale of the assets will be recorded in the journal voucher, and the entry will be all losses of the business are covered under expenses account, and all expenses will be debited, and so this loss will be debited. So credit the furniture account and debit the loss account. Loss on sale of furniture. So any asset when sold and arise loss, that open account will be opened. Loss on sale of furniture, loss on sale of building, that account will be opened under the indirect expense if it is treated as expense of the business. So I think you understand, and the amount will be 200 recorded in this account, and credit the furniture account or any asset which is sold by us, and loss on sale of asset, that asset will be credited, and narration you can type yourself. I think you understand. Next entry is goods loss in accident 2000. So there may be a possibility of loss of goods in the business. So entry will be when the loss of goods in the business. Loss of goods by accident, if the goods lost by accident, then debit loss of goods by accident and credit the purchase account, and that entry will be recorded in the journal voucher. Use F7 shortcut key and record the entry and create the account of loss on loss of goods. Type loss of goods by accident. So the reason will be mentioned with the account name. If loss by accident, mention loss by accident, and if loss by fire, mention loss by fire. So under the indirect expense, that account will be created. All losses account which are related to our expenses covered under the indirect expenses account. Amount will be 2000. 2000 amount will be entered and credit the purchase account. I think you understand how this entry will be recorded in the journal voucher. And the next entry is goods given in charity, rupees 1000. So that entry again recorded in journal voucher. Entry will be charity account debit. Sometime business give amount in charity donation. So when it will give amount in or goods in charity donation, that charity donation will be debit, and if cash is given, cash is credit, and if goods is given, goods is credited. So in this entry goods is given, so entry will be recorded in journal voucher. Create charity account if given in charity, and if given in donation, create the donation account under the indirect expense. I think you understand how this account will be created. And then amount, enter 1000 amount and credit the purchase account again, because goods are given in charity, and if cash is given, that entry will be recorded in payment voucher. So I think you understand how this entry will be recorded. Next entry, goods withdraw for personal use 6000. Sometime businessman withdraw goods or cash for its personal use. If withdraw goods for personal use, then drawing will be debited and purchase will be credited, and if cash is withdrawn, drawing will be debited, cash will be credited, and but in this transaction drawing is debit and goods means purchase are credited, and entry will be recorded in journal voucher. Again create the drawing account, and drawing account is a capital under capital head. Anything withdrawn by the businessman recorded in this drawing account, and that account opened under the group capital account. I think you understand. And then enter the amount 6000 and withdraw the goods. So credit the purchase. When the goods are withdrawn, credit the purchase, and when the cash is withdrawn from the business, credit the cash account. I think you understand. Next entry is goods used in office. Expenses means goods used in business as a expense. When the goods of the business used as a expense like printing and stationery, so debit that expense. Printing and stationery will be debit, and goods of the business are used, then credit the purchase account. Again entry will be recorded in this journal voucher, and printing and stationery, that expense in which we use that goods will be debit. Printing and stationery will be debit, indirect expense of the business. I think you understand. And amount will be 600 and credit the purchase account again. So I think you understand how that entry will be recorded. Printing stationery means goods used in business as expense, and that expense will be debit. For which purpose, which expenses purpose goods are used, and goods means purchase will be credited in this case. So I think you understand. And next entry is goods used in making the furniture 20,000. Sometimes goods are used for making the asset of the business, and that asset will be debit, maybe used to making the building, maybe used to furniture, maybe used to any other asset, and that asset will be debit and goods will be credit. So we will debit the furniture account, asset account which is created by these goods will be debit, and credit the purchase account. I think you understand how this entry will be recorded in this voucher. So next entry, purchase goods for cash 10,000 and trade discount 10%. Sometimes when goods are purchased, sold, trade discount is given, and when trade discount is given, that is deducted from the amount. Means 10,000 goods, trade discount 10%, so means we purchase goods for 9,000, mean 10,000 multiplied by 10%, 1,000 will be deducted from 10,000, and that entry will may be recorded in purchase voucher or payment voucher because cash paid. So we will enter this entry in purchase voucher, enter the bill number, enter the date of bill, and select the cash, payment made by cash. If payment made by check, you can select the bank or credit the purchase, and amount 9,000. Goods are 10,000, goods are of 10,000, but 10% discount is given, trade discount, and after deducting the trade discount, the amount will be entered. So I think you understand how trade discount treated in the accounting. So next entry, sold goods, payment received by check 9,000, trade discount 20%. So similar entry will be recorded in sale voucher. Bank will be debit because the amount received by check, and credit the sale account, and amount, sale amount is 9,000 but trade discount is 20%. So deduct the trade discount from the 9,000, 20%, that is 1,800. After deducting the 1,800 means 7,200 amount will be added here. So I think you understand how this entry will be recorded, and select the payment received by check, and name of the bank mentioned on the check, that is we can assume ICICI Bank. I think you understand how this entry will be recorded when trade discount allowed on sale of goods. Goods returned by Mukesh. Next entry, goods returned by Mukesh. Sometime our customer return goods to us due to any damage or due to any reason. So debit the sale return account and credit the Mukesh account, and that entry will be recorded again in journal voucher. Use shortcut key F7 or create account, sale return account, we will create the sale account under the sale account created under the sale. I think you understand, and amount will be 500, and credit the Mukesh account. So Mukesh account will be credited, and again like amount received from customer, discount allowed to customer, and in case of sale return, similarly adjust reference, mean adjust the bill when goods are returned by any customer. So adjust from bill number 1500 500 amount, and you can enter the narration here, and then after save the entry. And next entry is goods returned to Mohanlal. Similarly our business return goods to Mohanlal, that is a purchase return. In that case entry will be Mohanlal account debit to purchase return, and that entry will be recorded in the journal voucher. So we will debit the Mohanlal account will be debit, amount is 200, and again adjust the bill number 659596. I think you understand, and credit the purchase return. So we will create the account purchase return account. Again created the purchase return account under purchase. So I think you understand how this account will be created, and you will see that entry can be saved in this voucher. So I think you understand. And after that, next entry is a loan taken from ICICI Bank 50,000. When the loan is taken from bank, debit the bank account, means ICICI Bank account debit, and credit the loan taken. Loan taken is a liability of business, so credit the loan taken from ICICI Bank. So that entry will be recorded in receipt voucher. So entry will be create the ICICI bank account, ICICI bank account. You know the entry, and create the ICICI bank under the bank account, all the bank account grouped under the bank account. You can enter the detail of this bank account here. We will just avoid this detail. Or credit the loan account. So create the loan account, loan taken from ICICI bank account. So I think you understand. Under the liability, loan liability taken under the group loan liability, you can see that this is our liability, and enter the amount here. The loan amount is 50,000. So this is a way to enter the loan entry, and we assume the amount received by e-fund transfer. So select here e-fund transfer 50,000, date of instrument when the amount transferred, and the bank ICICI, which bank we have made that payment, ICICI bank. So next entry is amount due from Mukesh, treated as bad debt. Amount due from the Mukesh treated as bad debt means Mukesh refused to make the payment of 1,000. So any amount refused by the customer to make payment, that amount is treated as bad debt. Entry will be bad debt account debit, and the person who refused to make the payment credit that account, means credit the Mukesh account and debit the bad debt. That entry will be recorded in the journal voucher, and create the account of bad debt. So bad debt also our indirect expense, that will be recorded in our indirect expense. I think you understand. Amount will be 1,000, and credit the customer account, means Mukesh account who refused to make the payment, credit that account, and again adjust from the bill which bill he has to refuse to make payment. That bill number is 1500, whose payment he has to refuse 1,000 amount to make payment, and that amount treated as bad debt. So after that, last entry of this today's video, bad debts received from Mukesh 600, means bad debts recovered, the amount which is treated as bad. Sometime our customer make the payment of bad debt which is treated as bad earlier, now recovered, and in that case amount will be entered cash account debit, bad debts recovered account credit, and entry will be recorded in the receipt voucher, debit the cash and create the bad debt. Any bad debt recovered will be entered in bad debt recovered account under the indirect income. Under the indirect income, I think you understand. Amount will be 600. And all entries of basic entries covered by us in this video. And after that, we will see the report of this company. All the entries which are entered by us in this will be seen in the Tally report. So this is a report where we can see all the transactions entered in this Tally or in our company. That is, first you can see the balance sheet. This will show the balance sheet, means all assets of your business, all liabilities of your business, all liability on the left hand side and all assets on the right hand side group wise. And if you want to see the detail account wise, then press F1, Alt F1, press Alt F1. You can see the detail of your group wise and with ledger wise. Capital account, drawing account, loan taken from, all liabilities are on the liability left side and all the assets are on the right side. You can see that the balance sheet of your transactions. So I think you understand. And next one is profit and loss. The profit or loss earned by the business during this period. Purchase on the left hand side, means all expenses on the left hand side and all the incomes on the right hand side, and that will display in two parts. One is trading account and here is the profit and loss account. This is a profit and loss account, and here is the trading account. You can see that in trading account sale and purchase are displayed, and in that profit and loss account expenses of the business, indirect expenses, indirect income are shown in this part. So I think you understand how this P&L account displayed by this tally, and that then after we will go in the display where all the detail of your transaction you can see in detail. Click here on display option. You can see the trial balance of your all groups: capital group, loan group, current liability, fixed assets, current assets, all the group closing balance. It will show the closing balance of your all accounts, and if you want to see the closing balance of all your ledgers, you can use this shortcut key F5, or you can click on this button ledger wise. You can see that all the information ledger wise are displayed by this. You can see that all the balances of the debit balance, credit balance of the all accounts are shown in this statement, in this report. And then after, if you want to see all the transactions which are entered by you, you can see in that day book. So all the transactions, receipt transaction, payment transaction, journal vote transaction, all the transactions which are entered by you, you can see in this day book. And if you want to see the transaction of particular account, particular group means particular voucher, means receipt voucher, payment voucher, journal voucher, press F4, and you can see the contra voucher, all contra voucher entry only. You can see all journal voucher entry only, or you can see all purchase voucher entries only. If you want to see the purchase voucher entries, you can see that only purchase vouchers entry are displayed by this day book. I think you understand. And next is account books. This contain all the detail of your ledgers. Click here and you can see the cash and bank balance first, and then ledger balance. First of all, we will see cash and bank balance. It will display all the cash balance and the bank balance, like ICICI bank account balance, SBI bank balance. And if you want to see the detail of this cash account, click here, enter here, and you will see it will show the monthly statement of your cash balance. April debit balance 5,27,600, credit balance 4,81,000. And if you again enter on this April balance, then you will see the detail of your all cash. Capital receipt 5 lakh, sale 15,000, commission receipt 1,000, and similarly payment SBI bank through purchase payment 20,000, similarly 2,000 rent paid. So all you will see in detail. And if you want to see the entry like commission received entry, click here, then you can see the receipt voucher entry. Any entry can be seen by you by pressing enter, and you can amend any part of this entry if you want to make any changes in this entry. I think you got my point. And if you want to exit this window, press escape, and now you are in again cash balance. And if you want to see the bank balance, go in SBI bank balance, like click here, again you will see monthly detail, again you will see the detail of each entry. And if you again enter, you will see the contra voucher entry. If you will click here, purchase entry, if you will click here, sale entry, all the entries can be displayed. And if you want to change anything, you can make the changes. So this is a way to see the balances of cash and bank. And if you want to see other balances of accounts, ledger, go in ledger, all the accounts, sale account, purchase account, ICICI bank, or drawing account, building account. For example, I open the purchase account. So purchase account opened on your screen. So you can see the detail of all accounts. Other accounts which are not related with cash or bank, all accounts can be displayed here, and their entries can be also seen in this detail. So after that, group summary. So this is a group summary. Display the group wise, means entries related to current assets. So display the accounts related to current assets. All this display the accounts related to current assets, sundry debtor, cash in hand, bank account. Accounts related to purchase. So this will display account related to purchase, means the accounts opened under the group purchase. Purchase account, purchase return account, that balances will be displayed under this group summary. Sale balances, sale account, group, all account open under this sale account group. Sale account, ledger credit balance 97,000, sale return account which are opened under the sale group. So all will be displayed under this group summary, group of ledgers. So after that, group voucher. This will display the voucher entry according to the group, like entries related to capital group. So it will display all the entries which are related with capital account group. If you want to see the purchase group entries, it will display all the entries of the purchase voucher group. So you can see the entries of particular group with this group voucher. And after this is another important, sale register and purchase register. All the entries of the business related to sale will be displayed in this sale register, monthly wise, April, May, June. If you want to see another detail, click here and you will see all the entries related to the sale register. All entries related to the sale will be displayed in this sale register voucher. So I think you understand. Similarly, purchase register, monthly wise, and purchase entries. I think you got my point. And journal register contain the entries of journal voucher. Enter in journal voucher, 17 entries we have entered in the journal voucher in the month of April. If you will enter here, all journal entries will be displayed in this journal register. I think you understand how you can display the account books. So this is a way to display the basic report of your accounts. And similarly, again, this statement, receipt and payment, which contain all the payment made by our business. Left hand side, all the receipts, capital, loan, fixed asset, current asset, sale, indirect income. On the credit side, all payments, current liability payments, purchase payment, indirect expenses payment, all payments are on the credit side and all the receipts are on the debit side. So this is a way to record all the entries of your business. I think you understand how you can see the payment receipt detail of your business from this receipt and payment detail. And next one is your list of accounts, all the accounts which are opened by us in the different groups will be displayed by this statement. Under capital and drawing. Under bank, ICICI Bank, SBI Bank. Under sundry debtor, Mukesh account. Under sundry creditor, Mohanlal account. Similarly, under indirect expenses, bad debt, all the accounts which are opened under different groups are visible in this statement. So I think you understand how we can see our basic report of entries in Tally. So this is the end of this video. Goodbye.